the Congo Basin, or Congo is a part of the second largest rainforest in the world, right? Which is vital in the fight against climate change. In fact, the Congo alone sequesters more carbon than all of the tropical rainforests combined, including the Amazon and Borneo, right?
Wow.
And it is home to the largest tropical peatlands, right? Peatlands is a carbon trap where carbon is trapped in the soil for thousands of years of sedimentation, and it maintains the cap on the carbon. And the carbon that's trapped in the Congo is equivalent to about 20 years of U.S. Pollution from the combustion engine, right? Gee. So we're talking, I know we talk about Congo's importance in terms of the future of Africa, in terms of Pan-Africanism, but if you look on it on a global scale in terms of the planet, you have on the one hand where it's vital in the fight against climate crisis, right? Because of the Congo Basin, and which accounts for about 6 countries. We're talking about Cameroon, Gabon, talking about Central African Republic, Congo, Brazzaville, Democratic Republic of Congo, Equatorial Guinea, and Congo itself, the Democratic Republic of Congo, accounts for about 60% of the Congo Basin, right? So if you're talking about combating the climate crisis, which is a worldwide issue, it's a planetary issue,
and getting worse by the day. I mean, we saw
getting worse by the day. You have to talk about the Congo, and then the solution that's brought forward, right? Like we saw, in the Inflation Reduction Act, the largest climate bill that's been passed in the history of the United States. The green transition, right? The clean energy transition. Congo is central again because it produces 70% of the world's cobalt. If you add up all the countries in the world that produce cobalt, they don't equal what Congo produces. And there is no green energy transition without cobalt. So you have Bezos, with the Bezos Foundation, is investing heavily in the Congo on a top-down model, right? Not necessarily the model that supports the indigenous and local leaders. In fact, when you talk about funding that goes to the climate advocacy and climate justice in the region, less than 1%, right? Less than 1% get to the local population, who really are the best custodians, right, of the rainforest and its biodiversity, because it's for them, it's not a question of fighting climate crisis, it's a question of culture, it's a question of ancestry, it's a question of spirituality. Where we're doing a film right now with a Congolese filmmaker called Basanja. Basanja is a Topoke principle. It's a code of ethic that governs how human beings live in harmony with all living entities.
Like Ma'at for my Egyptian centerfold.
Right, exactly. So it's a traditional African principle that's been used to protect and preserve the biodiversity. So we're trying to, even though people talk about the minerals and all the wealth in the Congo, there's also intellectual wealth, right? There's also knowledge and wisdom. And we're trying to bring that forth to the world and say, hey, these are the best protectors of the arguably the most important rainforests on the planet, right? So the importance of the Congo, again, and just wanted to reiterate, it's not just a question of it being important to Africa. It's not just a question of it being important to Pan-Africanists, as I articulated, but it's a question about being important to the survival of the planet. Right? Wow. So if you want a reason to be involved, or concerned, and know about what's going on, know that there's elections coming up in 30 days, you need to know what's happening in the Congo.